Screen now.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm also going to record this, and hopefully I will be able to post this whole video that we're doing, the whole class, so you can go back and see it again. This is what it looks like to me. This is everything. So let's do week 3. Okay, all the lessons are here. So the video right here is for the second paragraph. Okay, the drop boxes are where you drop the paperwork. Okay, then you had a lesson here, the SCORM package, that was reliability and validity, and you get the 5 points for that if you watch it, because it sends me an email telling me you're done. It tells me how long you spent. So your points are relegated. If you spent 2 minutes in there, it's not enough to go through all the slides. If you watched all the slides, then you would understand what we were looking for, and that's what you're going to be studying for your midterm. In another week, next week, you're going to be getting your midterm study guide, and you'll be able to go back through those SCORM packages, which are going to reopen, and you're going to be able to study what you need to study for your midterm. Okay? So that's the first thing. You just got to make sure that it's in there. Now, where I'm having a problem with this. My Moodle is so much easier than this. I still have a few to grade here. So this is what I see when this is what I see. So I have to do Christina's here. I don't know if did any of you get the video response?
No. No.
No, there was nothing there. There was no arrow pointing to it that there was something there. All right, that could be part of the problem why you haven't gotten stuff back. I'll go back through everything and make sure. So, like these people down here at the bottom have already done all these. But see, I should have a lot more than this and that. So, most of you have gotten feedback back from me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, when I send you the feedback and I tell you to do it, all you have to do is resubmit. I'll know when it's resubmitted and I'll go back through. The problem right now is that the last week and a half I've been in and out of the hospital with my dad, so it's been a little tough to get everything done. He's getting better now, so I'll be able to get everything back up to snuff. Okay, that's why you have a very small amount of work this week, is because I'm going to get caught up and I'm going to take this class and hopefully elevate you guys to the next level and get all this done. Okay, so let's go through this real quick here. Um, let me. I brought those up somewhere else. Okay, let's talk about your Lit Review 1. Do you have any questions on the first section, the first paragraph? Anything you don't understand?
No, I guess so. I did it already and I received the grade for it, so I'm guessing that's it.
You got a real bad echo. So you got your grade back and it was fine, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you got your grade back and it was fine, it's done, it's complete. If I gave you stuff to change that, and it's done. Okay? Does
Okay.
anybody else have any problems with the first paragraph? So this is the example of what the article that I use as the example. Your first paragraph, one single sentence that gives the actual introductory sentence. Okay, so in a good introductory sentence, Anshel and C in 2000 and whatever um, performed. That's an action verb. Performed a study on acute stress in elite Chinese athletes and coping theories and transactional coping theories. So you're taking what's already there and you're putting it into a sentence. That's the hook to get me in, the reader in. Okay? Then your next couple sentences, as you can see, they were highlighted just like the video. I used coping, I used this sentence, and I used this sentence down here, okay, as my two or three background on the study. So the first one was a definition of coping. Then there was a couple other sentences I found in that first portion that goes all the way down to methodology. Okay. The last line is the purpose of the study. First paragraph's done. The second paragraph reads this way: uh, the study consisted of 391 athletes, 253 males, and 138 females. The age range was from 18 to 24, mean of 22.4 years, and standard deviation of 2.37. Okay, that's it. You can also put in what sports they played if you want to, but what you're doing is you're pulling out the most important parts. Okay, the next sentence could be the athletes competed in softball, water polo, soccer, baseball, fencing, gymnastics, and diving. Okay, that's it. The next portion of this is your second paragraph. That's the first part. The second part is you're going to go through here and you're going to find the test that they ran, and I think it should be right here. The authors utilized the coping style and sport inventory survey, which had 128 items. Done. Okay. Your last portion of it is you go to the results here, and the last sentence is data was analyzed using the conformatory factor analysis and correlations. Period. Your third paragraph goes down to the discussion. Okay. And it's going to say the results of the study indicated coping style was a function of each of the 8 sources of acute stress. So you will say the author's results showed coping was a function of 8 forms of acute stress. Okay. Now, if you want to name the 8, if you can find them, that's fine. Okay. And let's say I go down a little bit more. The next sentence would be the authors contended that coping in the context of competitive sport has approach and avoidant coping properties, and it extended the knowledge of the coping styles following stressful events in Chinese athletes. Very simple, that third paragraph. You go through the results, and I just kind of threw that together, but you go through the results and find 2 to 3 results that they said, and that's it. The authors concluded, the results showed. So you do like the first one, you do the results showed, blah, 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 blah. And then in addition, the authors concluded that Chinese athletes had a higher amount of acute stress. Period. It's very short, sweet, to the point. It's results. And then the last portion is you look to see if the authors actually concluded something. Okay, so trying to think. Okay, so the authors concluded that elite Chinese athletes manifest a coping pattern of resiliency, hardness, resourcefulness. Okay, and then you can say, in addition, the coping patterns do not necessarily represent the approach style, high self-control. You find the author's actual conclusion, which is generally at the end. Actually, at the end, and then that's the last sentence, and that's it. So those are your 3 paragraphs. First one is introductory sentence, background, purpose statement. Participants, if it actually has a survey in there or a test of something they ran, and the data analysis, how they did it, what kind of test did they run, and then the last section is the results from the results section, couple sentences, and if the author gave a conclusion in there. And sometimes they don't give a conclusion, it just ends. If it's not there, you can't do it. Does that make sense? Okay. So those are the 3 paragraphs. That's all you do. Everything, if you notice, I just wrote that thing out loud with everything that was right there. Okay.
I have a question.
You have a question?
Yeah. What did you say about the third paragraph?
Which paragraph?
Third.
The third? The
Mhm.
third paragraph, you go to the results section in the article, and you look for the results. So see where it says discussion? Okay. You'll see right here the results of the study. That's the results of the study.
Okay.
Okay. It may be right out in front of you. It may say the findings. It may say the conclusions of this study. But that's really the essence of what you're looking for. It's generally in the first couple paragraphs it starts. First, like this one's in the second one. Okay. It also, if you look at this right here, it also gives a little bit right here, like the results of the study confirmed this prediction. The athlete's coping style was a function of the type of stressful event, and it went on the next one. So you just got to find one or two results, and then your last portion is try to find what the authors actually concluded. So now you've kind of beaten this whole article up, but it's really just 3 small paragraphs. It doesn't have to be 5 pages, 10 pages, 20 pages. It's 3 paragraphs. And each of the paragraphs has a function. The function is, and the outcome of this is to teach you in the same manner as you're going to be doing your project. Okay? That project that you're going to be doing is straightforward. You're going to be doing an introduction. You're going to be doing the methods, like it's in here. You're going to be doing your results. You're going to be doing your discussion. You're going to be doing conclusions. That's it. So part of this is you learning how to, and as you read them, you get better at writing them. So, any other questions?
I think with mine, you said that you like emailed me back about what I needed to change.
Uh-huh.
But did you want, because I thought I did that, but I included quotes. Did you not want any quotes?
No, you can have quotes in there.
Okay, because you told me the same thing, but I mean, you told me like in the email like what was supposed to be in each paragraph, and I
Right.
thought I did that. So I think I'm just confused about what I needed to fix.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go back through all of them again because I did video on the first round. I did video. There should be an arrow on there. I did it. I tried to use the video because then it was me speaking to you rather than me typing to you. So if you go back into the Dropbox, or I don't even know how yours looks, and look to see if there's a place in there that has like they said it's supposed to be an arrow, and on there it has the actual you get to look at my pretty face and the words coming from my mouth.
Yeah,
Okay.
mine doesn't have that next to it.
Okay. So I'll go back and I'll redo them all. You're not gonna
Okay.
you're not gonna lose any points or anything like that. I'll go back and edit them all, and I'll have them to you probably in the next day and a half or so,
Cool.
because it won't take long. So that's the lit review. Now, once you get it back and you put that all into one paper, all 3 of those paragraphs in one paper, your next 2 articles are done exactly like that. So you find that next article and you write it up the same way, and you do the same one for the third. It should become really easy. Okay, you're just breaking down the separate sections of the articles all the way through on all 3 of them, writing them up. So when you're done, you'll have one article, and you just go, okay, I have an introductory sentence. Now I have a couple pieces of background in that introduction. I've got the purpose statement. I've got the participants. I've got the survey that was there. I've got how they analyze the data. I've got some results. I got some conclusion, and it's done. Okay. And then, you keep it simple. It doesn't have to be long. It doesn't have to be drawn out. It's a couple sentences for each one. Okay. Any other questions?
No.
Okay. So let's move on to the survey. I see there's 4 more surveys in there now. Are there any questions on the demographic survey? Does everybody understand what they're doing for the project?
Yes.
Yeah.
Speak up now. Don't worry, my Fullerton people had struggled with it for a little while, and they finally got it. Okay.
No, I get it. And then I guess you just want us to give them the survey, whoever we're
You're
like
testing.
conducting that on.
Right. And then, so as you probably listened to in the video, age, gender, race, socioeconomic, and community